appreciate your projection.
Bro, what podcast?
It's on
What
YouTube.
podcast?
It's on YouTube.
Bro.
It's on multiple
Hey, but
YouTubes.
bro, I could go live right now and show a fucking tree. Does that mean that like I'm a YouTuber?
Yeah, that means you're
No,
a
it doesn't.
YouTuber. Yeah.
No, it doesn't, bro. You're an aspiring podcaster. Get it right, bro. Get it.
Aspirational. he left us. Damn. I was hoping he'd stay. He's a good one. He's an example of super brain rot. But yeah, okay, so we're gonna move this program to a new room, Deborah, and we are gonna record what's called a book. And then I'm gonna leave at 12 o'clock and go to the gym. Start my day. So far today, we have created chillism, brain rot, ejaculation test, Tali, brain rot, chillism, and a Bitcoin room. You know what's amazing is that I haven't actually had any Clubhouse accounts get deleted. So what does that tell you? That Clubhouse management they gave up on moderating this app. You know, like I haven't seen the head of safety or moderation Joe ever in like over a year. I wonder if he's even still with the company. This company could have been like broken down to like five employees maybe at the most. So let me see Joe Armini. Let's see if he's still on this app. I don't even see his profile anymore. Joe. Let's just see if Joe shows up. It would be funny if he deleted his profile. I don't see his profile. Maybe he blocked me. Huh, I don't see the Joe profile anymore. Is that it? Yeah, it's still there. Please do not send voicemails. Clubhouse head of community. Could you believe a fucking employee of the app says, please don't send me voicemails? Oh, man. This is funny. All right, I'm going to get these phones set up.
Like, there's no passages in the Bible that actually speak explicitly to a Trinity, right? It just comes out of, like, an early Christian sense that, like, there are multiple Godheads, quote-unquote, in the Bible, and, like, they want to be, like, monotheists, right? Like, there's no, like, explicit... It's just, like, this like, weird traditional thing.
Be explicit, though.
No, I know it doesn't have
It's not explicit that Jesus...
I thought he does in Mark.
No. Never explicit.
Jesus. He says, like, I am the Father or something. Like, me and the Father. I am the Father of one. But he never actually says, I am God.
Before Abraham, I am.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's also from the Bible. It's the New Testament.
But it's like, it's not even, like, I don't know, like, it just...
Based
like,
in New Testament, though.
It's a very strange hermeneutic. So, like, I don't think, like, you could probably give, like, 1 million people the New Testament, and, like, they wouldn't come out thinking that, like, there's, like, a triune Godhead or whatever, and they're all three persons.
Yeah, that's what I'm spanking them boys.
You can give people all the different texts that make up, like, the potential body of the canon, and not get the 66 books or 72 books either.
You could also just give people, external reality, and they would never get to the bottom.
Like, the canonization of the books is another weird part of history. Like, it's not like, it wasn't, like, determined that those would be the books that go in, or whatever.
This is, like, so perverse. Like, you kill the guy, and then you just, like, become obsessed with his, like, life, and, like, it's, like, kind of crazy. It's like...
Listen, I'm just Jewish. It's the real Jews who killed him.
It's like the serial killers.
So Longmont Potion Castle, who got my YouTube account deleted, Longmont Potion Castle has also reported other YouTube accounts that don't even play Longmont Potion Castle content, but which is Clubhouse content. And I label it as Longmont Potion Castle, and it's pissing him the fuck off because it shows up for Longmont Potion Castle. It's very funny. It's because he's got this podcast.
shit. Well, don't.
Let me tell you,
don't
you
watch
know
this
what you
replay.
said yes.
Do it, Sasha.
Someone expresses some positivity and Sasha immediately wants a ticket.
Nah, well, look, okay, I'm gonna
Okay, what did you say?
I'm gonna make a serious effort, right, for you to go down with me if this is what's gonna happen. I legit have a good case, and I think and this is a problematic crowd. This is a problematic crowd to retell this to because I think they're gonna have some sympathy for it.
What did this guy Himonite say this time?
Himonite, that is diabolical. I didn't say
Go over it
she's
later.
joking. It's just don't into this. She's only joking. She does this from time to time.
Timothy, there's a woman
Study
on
works on
stage.
sprinklers. Study works on sprinklers. Still good. Still work. Study has.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, that's comparing sprinklers to extinguishers. All right, Timothy.
Hey, Point. What's up, sister?
What's going on?
Why do you sound like a puppet?
Why you making fun of me? What's wrong with you?
I'm calling it. This is Ariana's with a voice change.
Yeah, but that's ad hominem. Why are you attacking me?
Yo, you know, there's a
You won't be laughing. You won't be laughing in December when your daughters have dolls made out of corn cobs because no one wants American corn.
Based.
That's right.
Oddly specific. That's right.
Why are we insulting this beautiful black queen?
I'm pretty sure the corn's doing okay at the soybeans.
Hey, Sam. This is a boring room, right?
Now,
Why, you guys don't want to talk about corn
soybeans
and soybean futures?
Should get rid of the replays, I think.
are suffering.
Wait, should I in the room and make a new room?
No. They're on the replays. No. Hey,
They're on.
This shit, we're chilling. Hey, Point, what's up?
The replays are. These are on right now.
They're on. Yeah, we should turn them off, I think. Maybe.
Why?
Timothy's embarrassed with all the...
There's like some TOS violations a few times. I forgot to tell you when you were away, Sam.
Like what?
The one where he got bodied.
Fucking retarded. I thought it was in this room.
Are you talking about the TOS violation of you believing that the light year distance to Mars is that the TOS violation?
No, listen, bro, Sam got wrecked yesterday. He got holy.
Stop the flashing. Sasha, tell us this.
No, he did get shit. No,
Look at this frame loading. Look at this incredible frame load.
No, but wait. You didn't get it straight when you revealed to us who your prophet was. And we did some.
No, that's not no.
Holy. That was a destruction.
So Timothy thought that there was like hundreds of light years to Mars, even though it takes
No, I didn't think that. I never.
1 second. It's 800 on the Earth is one
That is
light
100%
second.
false.
Right.
That is false.
It's about 20 light minutes, if I'm not.
Yeah.
And Timothy was like, I bet it takes hundreds of light years to get to Mars.
No.
Where did you
Actually, right. I feel like that. I think I should probably take a bullet on that one. That was a bit more favorable.
Timothy took a big L on this.
I might as well take that one, Sasha. Yeah. That's fucking. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, do you know the thing from Star Wars where they
It's a ship that they have to run in 50 parsecs.
it's like less than 12 parsecs.
Yeah, like parsecs is like a distance.
Just on time, yeah.
Bro, what's that? That guy has the sickest voice.
Harrison Ford?
No, you know the first guy in The Mandalorian, and he's like, the Parsec, and his name.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's voice is buff.
What's the guy's name?
Mandalorian.
He's like a famous documentarian.
Yeah. Oh, the baboon in the jungle.
The band and the bear.
So let me see.
No, what's that voice?
So at the L, the
David
high
Attenborough.
David
No,
Attenborough.
Attenborough.
the
Werner Herzog.
Yeah,
Werner Herzog.
which you guys should watch
the
all
greatest
of the movies.
documentarian voice of all time.
Yeah, you should watch all of it. Like, have you looked into the eyes of a chicken? It is the eyes of a complete idiot. There's nothing but evil and nothing. Void. Evil and stupidity in the eyes of a chick.
The Mandalorians. I don't know. That just set the tone for the series for me. I was like, alright, this sounds like it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
And twas cold.
So dude, I have the L that I took for Timothy. So
massive L.
So there's this quote by this guy named Winwood Reed. He's like William Winwood Reed, and it's like how he predicts that not only will we like have lab-grown meat, but we're gonna have like airplanes, and we're gonna have like the fuel, and then this is gonna bring us together, and eventually we're gonna like do transhumanism and go to other worlds and like seed other planets with life and like solve immortality, like become immortals. And I was like, yeah, this guy's my fucking prophet. This guy's writing in the 1800s.
Sounds like some shit like, I don't even take from other people, literally, like, but he's like the only guy that I would actually call my prophet.
I was like, this guy's my prophet. And then Timothy goes to his Wikipedia page, and he's like, yes, eventually France and England will take over Africa and exterminate black.
He wrote a book entitled Savage Africa and prophesied that eventually like, Africans would be ethnically cleansed from the land and it would be carved up by France and Britain. This is Sam's prophet.
Yeah, I literally, while you guys were talking today, started reading Savage Africa, and it's got some quotes. I'll drop some quotes later when we're making it.
There's like, I swear, so someone, can't remember who it was, like someone recommended, if you want to like learn about like kind of economics, that you should read Adam Smith's like Wealth of Nations or The Wealth of Nations. Well, so I started reading it, bro. Literally at the end of chapter 1, it has some like line where it's like, and like, the average laborer in fucking Britain or something will have more wealth than like all of the naked savage fucking Africans or some shit like that. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Let me see if I can find that one. Like, actually,
I hate people that are like that. Like people that are like, if you want to learn about philosophy, start with Aristotle. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I didn't know.
It's like reading Aristotle to philosophy. Like, you just read modern stuff.
Yeah, no. I kind of work. Well, I mean, there probably is something like if you actually want to specialize in it, there probably is some utility in having like real kind of familiarity with the kind of like proto capitalism.
Yeah, are you specializing in your major? Like, are you deciding your major for university right now?
Do you wanna maybe mind a bit of your fucking business?
You want to maybe shut the fuck up and stop
over
the room with your nonsense?
You're turning into fucking Sasha.
Timothy,
Inappropriate questions.
How about maybe minding your business?
Am I not asking appropriate questions?
You are?
Oh, that's the reference to that Lula person.
Yeah, no, but like, to be honest though, like, I didn't like that actually. To be honest, like, Andrew deserved the grilling he got. He keeps picking on these people and like wants to bully them, and then he calls in some like insane airstrike, bro. Nah, that's not.
He didn't actually call me, yeah.
No, but he's getting the benefit of like, so he's like some fucking. Some American like fighting in Afghanistan. It's like, oh, the Polish army. There's a Polish bomber up ahead. It's like, wait, are the white people on board? Tell them we're down here. Tell them we need help. Tell them there's some white guys that need help.
Nah, I mean, I get it. It's just like what she was saying, like, really irritates me. Like, this wasn't even an impulse to protect Andrew. It was just to like fucking beat up this person.
Do you know why I like her? I could be wrong, but I seem to remember she was around from like the Haiti days, and she didn't like Haiti. That's why I like her. Yeah, that's why I like her. She's like
You check your DM on Discord.
She's like, bro, do you remember her, Sonny? Do you remember there's like an English one? Actually, no, sorry, you were a bit.
I remember her showing up last night, and she said that she remembered.
Yeah, I was there as well.
She had a different name.
No, you were.
I don't think you were there when she first showed up. It was like
like a Mandalorian.
Louise.
Is that the what's it called? What's the material called?
What?
It begins with a B, right?
Oh, Beskar. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize it was it.
Oh yeah.
But that's like a rigged wallet that and the line on the back of it is one of the hurts up.
Yeah,
so I'm reading Savage Africa to like learn about your people empathy, and he's saying that like we have these views about the typical black people, but those are just like the equivalent of like as his quote. They may be compared to those in England which fill our jails, workhouses, and our hospitals. So far from being equal to us, the polished habits of Europe, they like. He's saying there's a selection effect where all the slaves that came to America and in the New World and stuff were the dregs of African society.
When was Savage Africa written?
Like 1830, 1840, something like that. Like,
This guy really was a prophet, huh?
That's fucking cold. God damn. It was like hot outside.
Yeah, that's cold.
It's nice to have cold.
I'm gonna have some maybe. Yeah, nah, fuck this. I was gonna clean my balcony, bro. Do that shit tomorrow, dog.
Dude, it's 70 degrees.
Yo, I got the sickest, like, I got the sickest, I've been afflicted by that session. I got the sickest, so, bro, you know like massive Elvis, yeah? I went to IKEA and I found this fucking amazing chair for the balcony. It was like this mad, like deep, it's obviously like I'm big, right? So it's like a mad deep sinking in chair, and I bought like a footstool for it.
We got the whole collection. Deborah, Robert, and Dixie Mixie, you've all arrived, eh? Like, thanks for coming, like, appreciate it, like, that you're here, like, because, like, I'm about to, like, read a book or something, man, like, it's gonna be fucking wicked, like, watch this, like, you're gonna witness me chatting fucking sacred text, like, it's gonna blow, like, your mind. It's called, like, reading a book. It's what I like to call like meditation. Like it's like meditation, but like it's not like quite like fully likely like meditation. Like I hope this doesn't go over your head. Like I hope like you like it. Like really like it. Like that would be like great. Likely like. Like it's like a great book. Like you're gonna likely like it. This is called The Rabbis Encountered a Child. Go. The Holy Covenant is aroused by the 5 fingers of the hand. It is a secret word that I have spoken. That is why all the blessings of the priest depend on the fingers. Moses' hand was spread out because of this. If they embody all this, doesn't it follow that they must be clean when with them one blesses the blessed Holy One? For by them and their paradigm the holy name is blessed. You who are so wise, how could you be so careless? Didn't you serve Rabbi Shemaiah the Chassid? He himself said all filth and all dirt heighten the other side, for the other side feeds on filth and dirt. That is why washing after a meal is compulsory, a compulsory offering. They were amazed and could not speak. Rabbi Judah said, he himself said, all filth and all dirt heighten the other side, for the other side feeds on filth and dirt. That is why washing after the meal is compulsory, a compulsory offering. They were amazed and could not speak. Rabbi Judah said, my son, what is the name of your father? The child was silent for a moment. He rose and went over to his mother and kissed her. He said, Mother, these wise men have asked me about father. Should I tell them? His mother said, my son, have you tested them? He said, I've tested them and found them lacking. His mother whispered to him, and he returned to them. He said, you have asked about father. He has departed from the world. But whenever holy devotees are walking on the road, he appears as a donkey driver behind them. If you were so high and holy, how could you have missed him following you as a donkey driver? Ah, but right from the start I saw who you were, and now I see through you.
He himself.
For father never sees a donkey and fails to goad it from behind so he can share the yoke of Torah. Since you weren't worthy enough for father to follow you, I won't say who father is. Rabbi Judah said to Rabbi Isaac, it seems that this child is not a human being. They began to eat, and that child spoke words of Torah, new discoveries of Torah. Rabbi Judah said, happy are we since the day of the world. I have never heard such words, just as I said, this is no human being. He said to him, son, angel of Yahweh, his beloved, what you said before, you shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the planks of one side of the dwelling, 5 and 5 at the rear to the west. There are many bars, but only 2 hands. He said to him, just as they say, from a person's mouth you hear who he is. But since you weren't paying attention, I will explain. He opened and said, one who is wise has his eyes on his head.
Never sees a donkey.
One who is wise has his eyes on his head. Now where are a person's eyes but on his head? Perhaps on the trunk of his body or on his arm? Does this distinguish one who is wise from everyone else? Ah, but the verse means this. We have learned a person should not walk 4 cubits with his head uncovered. Why? Because Shekhinah rests on his head. Every wise person has his eyes and his words on his head, focused on the one who is resting right there. With his eyes there, he knows that the light kindled on his head needs oil. For the human body is a wick, and a light is kindled above. And King Solomon cried out, never let your head lack oil. The light on one's head needs oil, the oil of good deeds. That is why one who is wise has his eyes on his head, and not somewhere else. You are certainly wise, and Shekhinah rests on your heads. How could you be so careless not to see what is written? You shall make bars for the planks of one side of the dwelling, 5 for the planks on the other side of the dwelling. The verse said one and the other. It doesn't say third and fourth. One and the other are the essence of the 2 sides, so only these 2 are enumerated. They came and kissed him. Rabbi Judah cried and said, Rabbi Shimon, happy are you, happy is the generation. Because of you, even little school children are towering, invincible rocks. His mother came and said to them, Masters, please look upon my son only with a good eye. They said to her, happy are you, worthy woman, singled out from among all women. The Blessed Holy One has selected your portion, raised your banner above all women of the world. The child said, I am not afraid of the evil eye, for I am the son of a great and precious fish, and fish do not fear the evil eye. As it is written, they shall multiply like fish in the midst of the earth. This blessing includes protection from the evil eye, for we have learned, just as fish of the sea are covered by water and are immune to the evil eye, so the descendants of Joseph are immune to the evil eye in the midst of the earth. Indeed, among human beings on earth, they said, Son, angel of Yahweh, there is no evil eye in us. We do not come from the side of the evil eye. The Blessed Holy One is covering you with his wings. They kissed him as before and said, Come, let us bless. He said, I will bless it, because everything you've heard until now was from me. I will fulfill the verse, one whose eye is generous will be blessed. Read it. Will bless. Why? Because he gave of his own bread to the needy. From the bread and food of my Torah you have eaten. Rabbi Judah said, Son, beloved of the Blessed Holy One, we have learned the master of the house breaks bread and the guest blesses. He said to them, I am not master of the house and you are not guests, but I have found a verse and I will fulfill it, for I am truly generous. Without your asking, I have spoken until now, and you have eaten my bread and my food. He took the cup of blessing and began to bless. His hands could not hold the cup, they were trembling. When he reached for the land and the food, he said, I raise the cup of salvation and invoke the name Yahweh. The cup stood firm and settled in his right hand, and he continued blessing. At the end, he said, May it be the will that life be extended to the one of these from the tree of life, on which all life depends. May the blessed Holy One be surety for him. May he find surety below to share his surety with the Holy King. Having finished blessing, he closed his eyes for a moment. Then he opened them and said, Comrades, shalom to you from the good Lord who possesses all shalom. They were amazed and cried and blessed him. They stayed that night. In the morning they rose early and left. When they reached Rabbi Shimon, they told him what had happened. Rabbi Shimon was amazed. He said, He is the son of an invincible rock. He deserves this, and more than any human can imagine. He is the son of Rab Hamuna Sara. Asking, I have spoken. Rabbi Eliezer was excited. He said, I must go see that flaming light. Rabbi Shimon said, This one is not known by any name in the world, for something sublime is inside him. It is a secret. Flowing light of his father shines upon him. The secret has not spread among the comrades. Miracles. Rabbi Pinchas was going to see his daughter, the wife of Rabbi Shimon, who was ill. Comrades were accompanying him, and he was riding on his donkey. On the way, he met two Arabs. He said to them, Since days of old has a voice arisen in this field? They said, We do not know about days of old. We know about our own days. One day, highway robbers were passing through that field. They ran into some Jews and were just about to rob them when, from a distance, in this field, the donkey's voice was heard braying 2 times. Flame of fire shot through its voice and burned them, and those Jews were saved. He said to them, O Arabs, for telling me this, you will be saved today from other robbers who are lying in wait for you on the way. Rabbi Pinchas cried and said, Master of the world. Eliezer was excited. He said it. Rabbi Pinchas cried and said, Master of the world, you brought about this miracle for my sake, and those Jews were saved, and I did not even know. He opened and said, To the one who performs great wonders alone, for his love is everlasting. So much goodness the blessed Holy One performs for human beings. So many miracles he brings about for them every day. No one knows except for him. A person gets up in the morning and a snake comes to kill him. He steps on the snake's head and kills it without knowing. Only the blessed Holy One knows, the one who performs great wonders alone. A person is walking on the road and robbers are lying in wait to kill him. Someone else comes along and is given as a ransom, and he is saved. Without knowing the goodness performed for him by the blessed Holy One, the miracle brought about by him. Only he knows, the one who performs great wonders alone he performs and knows, and no one else knows. He said to the comrades, Rabbi Pinchas cried. Comrades, what I was asking these Arabs who were always in the fields was if they heard the voice of the comrades who engage in Torah. For Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Eliezer, his son, and the other comrades are ahead of us and do not know that we are here. So I asked these Arabs about them. But I know that the voice of Rabbi Shimon makes fields and mountains quake. But they revealed to me something I never knew. As they were leaving, those Arabs came back and said, Old man, you asked us about days of old and not about today. Today we saw wonder of wonders. We saw 5 men sitting, and old man among them. We saw birds gathering and spreading their wings over them, while some flew away, others flew back. So the shade over their heads never disappeared. That old man raised his voice and they obeyed. Rabbi Pinchas said, That is what I was talking about. Arabs, be on your way, and may the way be paid for you with everything you desire. You have told me 2 things over which I rejoice. They departed. The comrade said to him, How will we know what Rabbi Shimon is? He said, Leave it to the master of the steps of my animal. He will guide its steps there with no prodding. His donkey turned aside from the road and walked 1 mile. It brayed 3 times. Rabbi Pinchas dismounted and said to the comrades, Let us prepare ourselves to receive the countenance of days, for the great face and the small face are about to appear. Rabbi Shimeon heard the braying of the donkey. He said to the comrades, "Let us rise, for the voice of the donkey of the old chassid has been aroused toward us." Rabbi Shimeon rose, and the comrades rose. They saw Rabbi Pinchas coming and went up to him. Rabbi Pinchas kissed Rabbi Shimeon. He said, "I have kissed the mouth of Yahweh, scented with the spices of his garden." They delighted as one and sat down. As soon as they sat, all the birds providing shade flew off and scattered. Rabbi Shimeon turned his head and shouted to them, "Birds of heaven, have you no respect for your master standing here?" They stopped and did not go further and did not come closer. Rabbi Pinchas said, "Tell them to go on their way, for they are not allowed to come back." Rabbi Shimeon said, "I know that the Blessed Holy One wants to perform a miracle for us. I know that the Blessed Holy One wants to perform a miracle for us. Birds, birds, go your ways and tell him who is in charge of you that at first it was in his power and now it is not. But I have reserved him for the day of the rock, when a cloud rises between two mighty ones and they do not join. The birds scattered and flew away. Meanwhile, 3 trees were spreading the branches over them in 3 directions. A spring of water was gushing in front of them. All the comrades rejoiced. Rabbi Pinchas and Rabbi Shimeon rejoiced. Rabbi Pinchas said, "It was so much trouble for those birds at first. We do not want to trouble living creatures, for his compassion is upon all his works." Rabbi Shimeon said, "I did not trouble them. But if the Blessed Holy One is kind to us, we cannot reject his gifts." They sat down under that tree, drank from the water, and enjoyed themselves. Rabbi Pinchas opened and said, "A spring of gardens, a well of living water flows from Lebanon." Spring of gardens, is this the only kind of spring? There are so many good and precious springs in the world. But not all pleasures are the same.
Me and Eric on H-1B astrology visa.
Oh yeah, there's actually a particular astrological sign. It specifically says "fuck white people," and it comes around every 8 years.
See it work.
Well, they just updated the sign, but there's the new one found, so you better make sure you're still eligible to be in the country.
That's Brittany, bitch.
You're the best and the brightest, you guys. It worked.
Hey, listen, Vic, I didn't come here on the H-1B. I came here with gratitude because of the Germans in World War I. I'm very pro-Germany in World War I. I'm very grateful to them. Because,
You one of them Aryan Indians?
No. All Puerto Ricans became Americans because Puerto Ricans joined America in World War I.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah. So my family bled for this country and said, "Fine, we'll kill those Germans, make us Americans," and they became Americans. And then on my dad's side, Guyana was a British colony that decriminalized, or rather stopped enforcing slavery in 1917. And I wonder what kept the British Empire so busy in 1917 that they no longer enforced catching slaves in all of their colonies.
I thought you were trolling at first.
No. Listen, I'm not saying I am pro-Germany.
H-1B or whatever you.
No, I know.
My uncle served in the Navy and he sponsored us.
That's cool. I am sincere in my gratitude to Germany in World War I. I think they did a lot of good that one time.
Yo, you guys were talking about nicotine earlier. But what's your favorite form of caffeine?
Coffee or Coke Zero.
Good choices. Any special coffee like nitro or espresso or anything like that?
I make pour over V60.
Nice.
Kind of liking like Panama right now. Well,
Classy man.
pour over is just like the best for me. Tried all the other stuff, espressos, all this shit. I don't know if you should be drinking a coffee as an espresso form. I don't know. Maybe
Dude,
not.
if you're taking an espresso, you might as well just drink a caffeine cup.
Exactly.
Mohan, you're smart enough to know that it's spelled ESS, not EX.
Thank you, John.
And
Listen,
don't make us
I
brown people look.
didn't ask you your opinion, okay?
I like my espresso with my breakfast.
Oh, anytime I do hear espresso, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
All I think about is the Dodge Neon Espresso edition. I'm showing my age right now.
I was just looking up the words you used, just.
It was a
Breakfast.
breakfast.
Can I get the breakfast combo with the espresso?
Yeah, it's a tongue twister. I don't even know how people talk about it. I like espresso with my breakfast.
I always get confused because there's like a machine. Is that one Nespresso or is it Nespresso?
Yeah, no, it's with an X, I think. Right?
No,
it's not.
There's no X. There's no
God
X.
damn it.
There's never an
No
X.
X's.
Even for that machine?
No,
Someone
Even for
corrected
that.
me and I was like, dude, I don't know all the coffee machines. Now we're going over.
It's like it's the Super Nintendo Nespresso.
Vic, the one thing that drives me crazy, it happened to me in elementary school growing up, is when someone corrects me on how to pronounce Guyana. I had a public school teacher when I was in like 6th grade, and I'd be like, yeah, because my family's from Guyana, and she would literally be like, it's pronounced Guyana. She was this Chinese woman, and I was like, my grandfather's literally from there. I think I know how to say it. And she just wouldn't let it go.
Your espresso from Guyana?
I don't think there is espresso in Guyana. I know there's espresso in Guyana, and I'm sure it's a different thing.
Mohan, when people feel the need to correct you about something like that, it's usually probably because they have trauma from when they were corrected. Like, not like normal people, but when it's like a fob or someone.
Yeah. No, my one of my favorite things about like West Indians is like they use the wrong words for everything, but then because they all do it, technically they're right? Like in their culture. So one of my favorite types of food is called bake, and bake is fried bread, but it's called bake, but you don't bake it, and for some reason it's called bake. It's one of my favorite West Indianisms.
Just wait till you hear about bacon and cookies.
Yo, what's the best cookie? If you don't say chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Okay, here's the problem with chocolate chip, right? Because you gotta tell me like
Brittany,
there's a shelf life.
Hold up, I don't care about your opinion. Brittany, for the gay people, are you cool with chocolate chip?
Yes, I'm cool with chocolate chip. Is
Alright,
it the
cool.
best? I don't know, but
Shit, it is a gay thing. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
no. I mean, I love a chocolate chip cookie, but arguably there's been one or two that I may prefer.
So chocolate chip cookies are like plutonium. They just have a very short half-life, right? Like they very clearly are the best. Like you're gonna blow some shit up, get some fucking.
But you gotta get them out of the oven.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's like a 24-hour clock max on those cookies.
24-hour, unless the person had a really, really, really good recipe and they were really heavy with the butter,
No, I
it might
know.
last 4 hours.
That's what I'm saying. So if you were like, hey, here's a cookie, and it wasn't like this came out of my fucking oven 3 hours ago, then I might give you a different answer than chocolate chip. But objectively, straight out of the oven, chocolate chip is hands down the best.
Do you ever throw it
And
back
makes
in
me
the oven?
skeptical. Yes. Yes.
There we go.
Are you kidding? Absolutely.
Most people don't, Brittany. I was shocked.
If I have to eat them later and they've already hardened, I might stick them in there with some like water.
Bro, you gotta store them with a piece of bread, then they'll stay soft.
Wait, really?
Yup.
Or an
That's the
orange
secret.
peel. Wait, we're not talking about weed, right?
Yeah. Chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, that's actually.
I use a picture of Nancy Reagan to keep me soft.
Yeah, if I get a chocolate chip cookie that's more than a day old and it's like genuinely soft and it's like in a packaging, I'm skeptical about the ingredients.
Ah, British left. He must like those butter cookies. The fancy British like biscuits.
Yeah, he likes big cookies.
There's no such thing as good British food. It does not exist.
I mean, it's just all the former colonies having a restaurant.
No, there's such thing as good British food. It's called Indian food.
Exactly.
That is true.
It's like jollof rice, chicken tikka masala.
Okay, listen, I'll give them, what was it, Welthers? Is Welthers British food? Welthers Originals, those little hard candies? I'll give them that.
Yo, say what
Werther's?
Werther's, there you go. Those are pretty fucking good.
On, but fish and chips with like just salt and vinegar and like a fucking stout at the pub actually hits the spot.
Dude, I've never
You're calling them chips, or
I've never eat fish, and I was like, you know what I want? Some fucking potato chips right now. Never happened.
well, good
Well, if
because
you're
they're
in
not
the
potato
UK,
chips.
it's the best thing. I like.
Sorry, they're potato. What are you? French fries, right? It's what they call chips. Yeah. Whatever.
But with their breakfast, I don't know why they fucking eat that. It's like some beans and like fucking sausage and some green
No,
beans.
breakfast over there is absolutely atrocious. Get the fuck
It's
out.
terrible.
Yeah.
Like, you order an omelet and fucking get egg folded over it. They call that an omelet.
Yep.
No, the beans and toast. The beans and toast. That's the ultimate fucking sin.
Like unflavored beans and toast. Just the ingredients are fucking wheat and beans. That's it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you get more peasant food than that.
Oh, no. You
I like to.
Like they're just missing corn. That's all they need there, and it's like the full.
I have a British friend, and I like to make fun of him. I say that he's so white that he calls mayonnaise a spice.
I don't know that Brits haven't like learned food. There's good food all around them. They just like are happy eating fucking flour and unflavored beans.
This is the lie, Dusty. They think they need colored people in order to have good food because they refuse to learn how to cook food correctly. That's why they let them in their country.
Dusty, I would actually wonder how much they actually enjoy it. So, yeah. I mean, ask the British how many times he goes out to breakfast in other countries and asks for beans on bread.
Although, listen, if you're talking
I
about
think we'd be shocked
Spanish,
by how few times.
if you're talking about Spanish rice and beans, that shit's the fucking bomb. You go to Latin America, every single meal will have rice and beans, and I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't get old. It's actually really good.
Because they flavor their rice and beans and
Yeah.
other things.
That's what I'm saying.
It's up in the UK now, Mohan. It's all halal rice and beans.
Dude, a proper Spanish home will literally just have a pot that's like slow roasting beans 24/7, and then it's never emptied. It's just sort of like always on the pot.
I do want to go into a restaurant sometime and ask them for beans on toast and see what they say.
The only thing that's like not crap from Britain are those like fucking meat pudding things and the fucking pies of meat.
Pot
shit.
pies, yeah.
There's some weird name for it. Like, oh, it's like
shepherd's pie or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
shit like that.
I like shepherd's pie and pot pies. Those
yeah,
are good.
shepherd pies and pot pies are good, but realistically, if you like look at the breakdown, like they got 3 vegetables and some fucking chicken and put it. Yeah, it's not like some detailed cooked dish.
It's the only thing that's like edible over there.
Nick, kitty, that's my pot pie.
I mean, dude, if we give the Mexicans burritos, we should give the white people shepherd's pie, right?
Do we
Yeah.
like just what kind of burritos? Like when I go to Chipotle, I don't give the Mexicans.
Dude, all a burrito is like, what if we put a roti around this? Oh, we invented something.
Yo, burritos, chop suey, chicken Alfredo. Like, America is always one-upping these people. Perfecting.
Yeah, that's why we are America.
I mean, America would perfect British food, but there's nothing to perfect. It's not even food, really. It's just ingredients.
That's what white people call food, Dusty.
They did perfect it, Dusty. Chili.
Wouldn't quite fit on your bread as easy, though.
Yeah. Could you imagine, like, I would love to see a video of British people eating, like, southern chili, just to see how long they last.
What do you mean how long they last?
Fucking 2 bites.
You think they'll shit themselves because of spices or something? You know, you always have, like, these shinobi types who put, like, Carolina Reaper or something in there.
You know it's the problem when American food would be too spicy.
What do you think, Vic?
I don't disagree with them, but I feel like Udi's, like, harnessing the narrative somehow.
That's what he does. I don't even know what he's saying, but I already know he's doing that.
So anybody's doing it.
Like, it's weird that he thinks that the filters are such idiots that the core devs are ignoring them and the core devs are ignoring. Like, it feels like a weird sociology explanation of the thing.
I think that is the position of core, though. Like, they do believe that similarly, the filters or whatever you want to call them are idiots.
How do I say? Not. Some of them are actually idiots. Others are idealists that
Present as
Yeah.
What if you're an idiot who presents as an idiot? Isn't that at least honest?
Well, yeah, but we didn't get this far in life to present as what you are. That's what we've been fighting for politically for years.
But Dave, you see how it's just all noise, right? Like, you're still running your NOTS node, mining with Datum, like nothing fucking changed.
Oh, dude, I'm running multiple different implementations of Bitcoin.
Yep. I think it's more like the sociology drama right now than anything. Like, they open the repo and comment and close the repo, and then they're like, well, these are like how we already deal with this stuff. You can go read how we deal with this stuff. It's all elaborated in the GitHub. You guys don't really come to our GitHub usually. And they're like, oh, well, we did.
He himself said, all filth and all dirt, heighten the other side, for the other side feeds on filth and dirt. That is why washing after the meal is compulsory. A compulsory offering.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we kind of hit the nail on the head.
People need a controversy where they can get impassioned opinions to get more to remember that they exist on Twitter. And so the Opportun drama, well, like basically not mattering is the perfect thing for people to get passionate about, right? Like if they were like, hey, if it was like a real issue that was technically complicated, they wouldn't be getting passionate about it because it wouldn't drive Paul.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
so wait,
Attacking Monica.
you don't feel like it's going too far to make a prescriptive claim in the title about, let's say, the age of consent needing to be 13?
It's disgusting, Huey. It's desperation to remain relevant and have conversation.
Yeah, I think so too. Like putting it in the title, yeah, that's like.
No, and I'm gonna be completely transparent here, right? I know this is selfish of me. I just need to know whether we as Chillism would ever do some shit like that. Because if that's the case, then I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I don't want to wait to that day. But like that's insane.
Nah, yeah, so no title.
Anyway. Nathan.
So I don't have a problem with controversial titles. Like I think we did for 3 weeks straight. What was it? The Downfall of White America or something? That's a controversial concept. And it would draw in people who want to talk about race relations. Now, I would ask what kind of people you're trying to draw, because the people who are disgusted by the concept would be repulsed by that title. Perhaps people who want to fight the side of the title. Those people are questionable to me, and I think that's who exactly would show up. And I'd rather we remain smallish than attract those.
The irony is you're the racist in the trash.
I had something to say. What I wanted to say is that Hui is coming like, he didn't come for at least 7 days. So 7 days is Sunday. Sunday is called the seventh day is called Sunday, and Hui didn't come at last.
This guy sucks.
Can I
This has been a PDF.
Okay, to be fair, just Frank, I don't think, I'm guessing you're equivocating this to, I guess, Samoa not showing up, and I'm not going to speak on Samoa. All I'll say is, well, I haven't been showing up to Chillism primarily because I'm about to have a kid. I'm taking on a second job. Prams and fucking cots are expensive as shit. I just bought my first 3-piece pram. So it's like it's got the car seat. Anyway,
You're talking about scores when he says pram, and I know that because of crossword.
His name is
Oh, you guys call it a stroller. My bad. Yeah, stroller. It's a 3-piece stroller.
Do you like it when people virtue signal?
He's a busy man.
You should.
No.
Huey, you.
No. Why?
I don't know. How do you feel about bumper stickers?
Not a fan of bumper stickers.
Yeah, I saw one at Chick-fil-A that said that they were 2 female LGBTQ rainbow-loving cat owners.
Have you thought about reading a book today?
No, it's Sunday.
Do you know how many adults are functionally illiterate?
Me.
Yeah, do you know the total? I read today there's 50 million Americans that actually can't read, and they're adults.
Oh, you meant like that. I thought you meant like just like in their day-to-day, they're illiterate. Like, I could read, but like,
Thank you for not dropping down.
yeah.
Yeah, try reading a book today. It might help with your brain rot.
No, I don't have brain rot. some people have dyslexia. I wonder how many of the illiterate people just have dyslexia, and how many of them are just from a different country, or like, I would like to see the breakdown of that statistic, because numbers could tell you a lot of things, and like, yeah, they could break it down more.
Yeah, that's a good point. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to point out is that, you need to read a book. Otherwise, if you just come on here and tell me about bumper stickers at Chick-fil-A, I have serious doubts about your intellectual capabilities. Therefore, I'm telling you to maybe try to read a book instead of coming on a social audio chit chat app to tell me about bumper stickers at Chick-fil-A while you're with your family. I don't know. I'm just asking a question. Maybe you might want to rethink some things. I don't know.
Okay, so
That's just me.
they went to Dick's and they just got back.
It's just me.
That was yesterday, and I like saw another bumper sticker that said that the people's parents got divorced, and I was like, you should really buy any type of bumper sticker, and I'll leave with that.
Nicely done, Danny. Good save there. Okay, this is Chillism Clowns. Such a spring is crowned with everything, so many roses and fragrant herbs all around. How much finer is this spring than all others, a well of living water. We've established that all this refers to the communion of Israel. She is a spring of gardens, who are the gardens. The blessed Holy One has 5 gardens in which he delights. And one spring above that waters and drenches them, secret and hidden. They all produce abundant fruit. There is one garden below them. The garden is guarded round. On every flank beneath this garden are other gardens bearing fruit of every kind. This garden turns into a spring, watering them. A well of living water. When the need arises, she becomes a spring. When the need arises, she becomes a well. What is the difference? There is no comparison. Between water flowing by itself and water drawn for watering, flows from Lebanon. What flows? 5 sources issuing from Lebanon above become flows, such as flows from Lebanon. What flows? 5 sources issuing from Lebanon above become flows. For when they turn into a spring, water flows, trickles drop by drop, sweet water pursued by the soul. So the Blessed Holy One has brought about a miracle for us right here with this spring. For this spring I recite this verse. The wedding celebration, it has been told, on the day that Rabbi Shimon was to leave the world, he was arranging his affairs. The comrades assembled at his house. Present were Rabbi Eliezer, his son, Rabbi Abba, and the other comrades. The house was full. Rabbi Shimon raised his eyes and saw that the house was filled. He cried and said, "The other time I was ill, Rabbi Pinchas, son of Yer, was in my presence. He was already selecting my place in paradise next to Ahia of Shiloh when they extended my life until now. When I returned, fire was whirling in front of me. It has never gone out. No human has entered without permission. From Lebanon. Now I see that it has gone out and the house is filled. While they were sitting, Rabbi Shimon opened his eyes and saw what he saw. Fire whirled through the house. Everyone left. Rabbi Eliezer, his son, and Rabbi Abba remained. The other comrades sat outside. Rabbi Shimon said to Rabbi Eliezer, his son, "Go out and see if Rabbi Isaac is here, for I have been surety for him. Tell him to arrange his affairs and sit by my side. Happy is his portion." Rabbi Shimon rose and laughed in delight. He said, "Where are the comrades?" Rabbi Eliezer rose and brought them in. They sat in front of him. Rabbi Shimon unraised his hands and prayed a prayer. He rejoiced and said, "Those comrades who were present at the threshing house will convene here." Everyone left. Rabbi Eliezer, his son, Rabbi Abba, Rabbi Judah, Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Hiel remained. Meanwhile, Rabbi Yitzhak came in. Rabbi Shimon said to him, "See that it is gone out." Rabbi Shimon said to him, "Your portion is so fine, so much joy will be yours today." Rabbi Abba sat behind him and Rabbi Eliezer in front. Rabbi Shimon said, "Now is a time of favor. I want to enter without shame into the world that is coming. Holy words until now unrevealed, I want to reveal in the presence of Shekhinah. So it will not be said that I left the world deficiently. Till now they were hidden in my heart. As a password to the world that is coming, I will arrange you like this. Rabbi Abba will write, Rabbi Eliezer, my son, will repeat, the other comrades will meditate within." Rabbi Abba rose from behind him. Rabbi Eliezer, his son, sat in front. Rabbi Shimon said, "Rise, my son, for someone else will sit in that place." Rabbi Eliezer rose. Rabbi Shimon enwrapped himself and sat down. He opened and said, "The dead cannot praise Yah, nor any who go down to Dumah. The dead cannot praise Yah, the ones who are really dead. For the Blessed Holy One is alive, and he dwells among the living, not with those called dead." The verse concludes, "Nor any who go down to Duma. All those who go down to Duma remain in hell. It is different with those called living, for the Blessed Holy One wants them to be honored." Rabbi Shimon said, "It is so different now then." At the threshing house, there the Blessed Holy One and his chariots convened. Now he is accompanied by the righteous from the Garden of Eden. This did not happen before. The Blessed Holy One wants the righteous to be honored more than he wants himself to be honored. So it is written concerning Jeroboam, he offered incense to idols and worshipped them, yet the Blessed Holy One was patient. But as soon as he stretched out his hand against Idol the prophet, his hand dried up. As it is written, his hand dried up, not because he worshipped idols, but because he threatened Idol the prophet. Now the Blessed Holy One wants us to be honored. Now the Blessed Holy One wants us to be honored, and all of them are coming with him. Here is Rav Hamnuna Sava, surrounded by 70 of the righteous adorned with crowns, each one shining from the splendor of the luster of the Holy Ancient One, concealed of all concealed. He is coming to hear and enjoy these words I am about to speak. He was about to sit down when he exclaimed, "Look, here is Rabbi Pinchas, son of Yair. Prepare this place." The comrades trembled. They got up and moved to the outskirts of the house. Rabbi Eliezer and Rabbi Abba remained with Rabbi Shimeon. Rabbi Shimeon said, "In the threshing house where we were found to be, all the comrades speaking, I among them. Now I alone will speak. All are listening to my words, those above and those below. Happy is my portion this day." Rabbi Shimeon opened and said, "I am my beloved's. His desire is upon me. All the days that I have been bound into this world, I have been bound in a single bond with the Blessed Holy One. This is why now his desire is upon me."
The Blessed Holy One.
Rabbi Shimeon opened and said, "I am my beloved's. His desire is upon me. All the days that I have been bound to this world, I have been bound in a single bond with the Blessed Holy One. That is why now his desire is upon me. He and his holy company have come to hear and enjoy concealed words and praise, for the Holy Ancient One, concealed of all concealed, separate, separated from all, yet not separate, for all is attached to it, and it is attached to all. It is all, ancient of all ancients, concealed of all concealed, arrayed and not arrayed, arrayed in order to sustain all. Not arrayed, for it is not to be found. When arrayed, it generates 9 lights, flaming from its array. Those lights, sparkling, flashing, radiate, emanate to all sides. Until now these words were concealed, for I was scared to reveal. Now they have been revealed. Until now these words were concealed, for I was scared to reveal. Now they have been revealed. Yet it is revealed before the Holy Ancient One that I have not acted for my own honor, nor for the honor of my family, but rather so I will not enter his palace in shame. Furthermore, I see that the Blessed Holy One and all these righteous ones approve. I see all of them rejoicing in this my wedding celebration. All of them are invited in that world to my wedding celebration. Happy is my portion. Rabbi Abba said, when the holy spark, the high spark, finished this word, he raised his hands and cried and laughed. He wanted to reveal one word. He said, I have been troubled by this word all my days, and now they are not giving me permission. Summoning up his courage, he said and moved his lips and bowed 3 times. No one could look at his place, certainly not at him. He said, Mouth, mouth, you have attained so much. Your spring is not dried up. Your spring flows endlessly.
Until now these words.
Your spring flows endlessly. For you, we read, a river issues from Eden, and it is written like a spring whose waters do not fail. Now I vow all the days I've been alive, I have learned to see this day. Now my desire is crowned with success. This day itself is crowned. Now I want to reveal words in the presence of the Blessed Holy One. All those words are adorning my head like a crown. This day will not miss its mark like the other day, for this whole day is mine. I have now begun revealing words, so I will not enter shamefully into the world that is coming. I have begun, I will speak. I have seen that all those sparks sparkle from the high spark. Hidden of all hidden, all are levels of enlightenment. In the light of each and every level that is revealed what is revealed. All those lights are connected. This light to that light to this light, one shining into the other, inseparable one from the other.
Yes.
The light of each and every spark called adornments of the king, crowns of the king, each one shines into, joins into, onto the light within, not separating without. So all rises to one level, all is crowned with one word, no separating one from the other, it and its name is one. The light that is revealed is called the garment of the king. The light within is a concealed light. In that light dwells the ineffable one, the unrevealed. All those sparks and all those lights sparkle from the Holy Ancient One. Concealed of all concealed, the high spark, upon reflecting all those lights emanating, there is nothing but the high spark, hidden and unrevealed. Rabbi Abba said, before the Holy Spark finished saying life, his words subsided. I was still writing, intending to write more, but I heard nothing. I did not raise my head. The light was overwhelming. I could not look. Then I started trembling. I heard a voice calling, length of days and years of life. I heard another voice. He asked, you for life? All day long the fire in the house did not go out. No one reached him, no one could. Light and fire surrounded him. All day long I lay on the ground and wailed. After the fire disappeared, I saw the Holy Spark, Holy of Holies, leaving the world enwrapped, lying on his right, his face smiling. Rabbi Eliezer, his son, rose, took his hand and kissed them. As for me, I licked the dust from the bottom of his feet. Comrades wanted to cry, but could not utter a sound. Finally, they let out a cry. But Rabbi Eliezer, his son, fell 3 times, unable to open his mouth. Finally, he opened it and said, Father, Father. 3 were there, turned back into me. Now the animals will wander off. Birds are flying away, sinking into the bowels of the great sea. All the comrades are drinking blood. Rabbi Hiya rose to his feet and said, until now the Holy Spark has looked after us. Now is the time to engage in honoring him. Rabbi Eliezer and Rabbi Abba rose. They carried him in a truckle made out of gangplank. Who has seen the confusion of the comrades? The whole house was fragrant. They lifted him onto his bed. Only Rabbi Eliezer and Rabbi Abba attended him. Truculent stingers and shield-bearing warriors from Sephoris came and beset them. The people of Meron ganged together and shouted, for they feared he would not be buried there. After the bed emerged from the house, it rose into the air. Fire blazed before it. They heard a voice come and enter, assemble for the wedding celebration of Rabbi Shimeon. He shall come to peace. They shall rest on their couches. As he entered the cave, they heard a voice from inside. This is the man who shook the earth, who made kingdoms tremble. Many open mouths of accusations up in heaven subside today because of you, Rabbi Shimeon, son of Yochai. His Lord prides himself on him every day. Happy is his portion above and below. Many sublime treasures lie in store for him. Of him it is said, as for you, go to the end and take your rest. You will rise for your reward at the end of days. Zohar means splendor, radiance. In the Zohar, the root zer often appears in the context of mystical perception or enlightened state of being. After the bed emerged from the house, it rose into the air. Fire blazed before it. They heard a voice come and enter, assemble for the wedding celebration of Rabbi Shimeon. He shall come to peace. They shall rest on their
ended up with the most amazing situation. I could have ended up wanting to be a bitch. I could have ended up wanting to like be a woman and like women. I feel so lucky.
You're on top of the financial hierarchy, bro. It's like gay dudes, straight couples, lesbians. I don't know where the trans are in this hierarchy.
You know, give me the trannies over some of the regular women in Bitcoin. So in Bitcoin, fuck it. We need some of these bitches to cut their dicks off. They'll be better than the women in Bitcoin.
Are the women still around, or do they leave?
Any of the women
still around in Bitcoin, or did they get rid of them?
They were never here, Chris. What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. Okay, we got. Remember there's Emily Lazar girl? She's still in the space, or is she gone?
She's an NFT shitcoin, like.
Oh Jesus! They all probably ended up retards.
Natalie Brunel around. Is Dina still around?
Dina comes through she comes through every once in a while.
D++. Dusty around?
Is she still around, Dusty?
I have no idea. Don't want to know.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Too close.
I dated her years ago. I'm not close to her at all. It's fine.
You sound hurt.
I mean, damn, I was just trying to see if you seen any commits.
You sound
People plus, I haven't seen her commit anything, no. She's not a Bitcoin contributor.
What does she contribute to? I thought she was a developer.
See, for the people that aren't devs, people easily mistaken technical.
That was for Dusty to answer.
I'm good.
Dusty's he's in the hot seat after whatever previous stuff with her, but technical people are not devs. I'm technical. I'm not a dev. I've never contributed to Core. So people think D++ is some great dev. I don't think she's ever made a PR or anything. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
It's a great translation. It's funny how easy it is to get like misconstrued as a Bitcoin dev, you know? Just like why do all this work when you can just say you are?
Yeah.
It's like ball boys and ball girls running around being like, yeah, I'm in the NBA.
Correct. Who was that one chick from LA that was really?
That was funny. That was a decent joke. Like 2 seconds, and then
I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
I know you didn't hear it because you stepped on it, and I'm not funny normally. So like now I have to be funny again.
That's
was
a
it
good
funny?
one.
Vic, was it funny?
It was funny. It was like in the context of the moment, you know. It was well timed. Timing is like half the key, right?
I already forgot the joke. Straight up.
Who was that one dumb fashion girl from LA?